You ever search your name in Twitter? I'm sure you do. You Google it as well. Don't lie and tell me you don't. Especially if you're a semi notable person in terms of you've gotten press over the years. Of course you goddamn do. And if you don't, fuck you. I do. I do. Not a lot. I used to do it a lot more, and I used to respond to people. Now I kind of realized ultimately you can't really reach them. They don't want to actually. They're just having fun taking the piss. Let them have fun. But from time to time, though, probably once a week, I will search my name in Twitter, and I kind of figured at this point I'm a little backed up. I'm a little backed up, and I need a come on, Jaffe. I need a laxative. I need a metaphorical laxative. That's like a lot of work to get to that little metaphor joke. Anyway, the point is, let's take a look at some of the tweets that I take issue with on the internet at the moment when it comes to people talking about me when I search my name, David Jaffe. Okay. We'll get to the Metroid thing in a second because that keeps coming up. First, I'd like to make this clear. Somewhere along the lines, people got the idea, clearly, that my original idea, along with Corey and Alex Stein, was to have Kratos and his Norse and Egyptian counterparts be the three wise men, and that Kratos was going to give rise to Christianity. Jaffe really wanted to make Kratos the Kirk Cameron of video games, right? Jaffe was going to turn God of War into Christian propaganda. If Jaffe had an idea for God of War, if it had gone through, the God of War franchise would have died immediately. I need Kratos to never interact with Christianity after hearing what Jaffe's pitch was. You don't know. You have it wrong, and you're opening your dumb fucking stupid mouths like you understand. If you want to search Game Directors Live, it had me and Corey and Rue and Stig and Dana on there who had directed all the God of Wars up until that point. I walked through it. But feel free to continue getting it wrong, you morons. I was never going to have Kratos be one of the three wise men. The whole idea of it wasn't about pro-Christianity, pro-Islam, pro-Judaism. It was saying that even when Kratos kills all the gods, Norse gods, Egyptian gods, Hindu gods, whatever, man at this point in our stage of evolution needs gods. And so everyone he kills, they keep coming back. Okay. So it was going to end with a bit of a downer suggesting that Kratos had finally fulfilled his mission. He killed all the nasty gods that are awful, and oh shit, here they come again. You can't stop them, because they're a side effect of humanity, okay? And Kratos was never going to be one of the three wise men. Kratos was going to end up melting down the blades of chaos in the river Styx and forming it into the scythe, and he was going to become the modern day Grim Reaper. And that was where he was in modern times. He was basically, so don't fucking come at me and tell me you know what this was when you got it wrong. So fuck you. Okay. Speaking of Kratos, I got this thing coming on down here. You know, this person's just looking to stir up some controversy. God of War creative Dave Jaffe says Eddie Norton, as a white supremacist in American History X, was the inspiration for Kratos. He showed the curb stomp scene to the team and went, that power, that essence. The idea that you are trying to suggest this out of context quote means that I was inspired by a white supremacist character in the sense that I wanted Kratos to reflect white supremacy. Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you know who the fuck I am in terms of, are you out of your fucking mind is all I'll say. I was talking about Ed Norton's physique. I was talking about his sense of brutality and power that he exuded in that scene. He could have been a fucking, I don't fucking know. He could have been a kindergarten teacher, as progressive as you get. I don't know why he's a kindergarten. Meaning he's a benign, whatever. The point is, it had nothing to do with him being a white supremacist. It had to do with that was the character he was playing when he exuded that power. So fucking take a seat, sit the fuck down. You don't know shit. You don't fucking know shit. You just want to stir up some controversy because there's nothing else in your life going on. I understand. There have been times back when I left college, I was kind of like rudderless. And I'm like, what do I do? And so you do anything just to kind of remind yourself you're still alive. I understand. 100 Jutsu Hokuto Andy. I get it. Coming at me with fucking ignorance, you fucking idiot. I'll tell you this other thing. I pity anyone who thinks God of War Ragnarok is just DLC, and Jaffe should own his bullshit for spreading this nonsense, whether he really meant to or not. I'm not done with it because clearly I'm still talking about it. Fuck you. Okay? If you're too fucking ignorant or childish, or you're too psychologically bound into your love and obsession with PlayStation that or any console, that you can't separate actual discourse and communication about the medium from your own little fucking wet dream of like PlayStation's winning. You fucking moron. I made it clear what I meant when I said DLC. I don't care if you take it as an insult. I made it clear ad nauseum. It was not meant as an insult. And I'll tell you something, I'm playing the game right now, and the first 4 to 5 to 6 hours does feel like DLC. Literally, if you told me that first 4 to 5 to 6 hours feels like DLC in the way that you define DLC, which is a negative, okay? I don't define it as a negative. I just go, it's it's more of the same, which is what all the trailers looked like. And honestly, the first 4 to 5 hours feel like, okay, it's more of the same, which is a little bit of a letdown compared to the first the God of War in 2018. And now I've kept playing it because I enjoyed it. I didn't say it was bad. Remember, DLC to me is not a bad thing. Now it's starting to pick up, and it's like, holy shit, this is really fucking good. So I'm sorry your little fucking pea-sized brain can't handle nuance and everything has to be black and white. Maybe it's your education. Maybe you should think about going back to school, you fucking idiot. Last thing I want to say is about this Metroid shit. That I don't care that it won't die, but I really, if this is going to keep sort of going out into the world and being presented as fact, I'm going to have to every now and then speak to it. I never said Metroid Dread was too hard. I said the onboarding was bad, okay? The idea that I didn't know to shoot the fucking blocks is 2 reasons. 3 reasons, actually, but 2 reasons I'll give you. The first one is if you actually took the time to go back to the training, in the training that all you motherfucking Metroid motherfuckers love so much, the training literally shows you a block that is kind of glowing and has some kind of magma behind the rock, and it's like, hey, be on the lookout for secret blocks that you can shoot. When they trained you, think about this, you fucking moron. It's so obvious and you just don't want to hear it because it pisses all over a fucking video game franchise. God, you're a fucking child. Think about it. It's telling you that the blocks that have some kind of irregularities to the visual, just like the walls in Zelda, when there's a little crack in the wall and you're like, that's a bomb wall, right? That's what the training fucking says. So forgive me if I come to a room like this one and none of these up here, this I guess are blocks. They don't even look like blocks. They look like an opening you can jump through. Forgive me if I didn't think to shoot at them because the onboarding training was so bad. And I could go on. You could go, well, you gotta fucking shoot up there. You do. If this fucking enemy right here is over there. But I killed this enemy on my playthrough when he was here. So no enemy ever crawled up here that made me go, I should shoot that. Here's a fix. Just fucking put the pathfinding algorithm, or not even algorithm, just put the pathfinding dots here, 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 here. Or if I kill it and I haven't broken these fucking plates, secret blocks, have it just keep respawning until eventually you do it. But the game is not too hard. The game is not necessarily bad. It has bad onboarding. I'm sorry you can't fucking tell the difference. And this thing right here that people show up with, like, oh, hey, let's show Jaffe. He says Shantae's great. Well, here's a secret passage in Shantae. What? That's not blah, blah. They think they've proven something here. This is not tied to the critical path, you fucking morons. You fucking morons. When Shantae goes through that little secret thing, it's to get a secret chest that you can get 100% complete or get something or whatever. It is not blocking the critical path. Okay, that's why this is acceptable. It's supposed to be something that hardcore gamers know and find and search for and get payoff for. This is part of the main path that if you don't get it, you get choked out from it. You're done. You're blocked off. The game's over. So let me just say, I'll meet you guys wherever you want to meet when it comes to a discussion and a debate about video games. But what you can't do, I mean, you can, but I'll keep coming back at you and what you can't do is just show off what a moron you fucking are and then pat you and your dumb fucking Nintendo fetish buddies on the head and act as if, hey, we got him, huh? No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. You just don't have the brains to realize that you're not as smart as me and you're not as, intelligent about video games as me, and just sit the fuck down and open your mind and learn a little bit. And maybe one day you won't be such an embarrassment to you and your goddamn family. Be well, everybody.